Hello, you're welcome back to Project Management Demystified. So this is episode eight, yes, of our Agile project management series, focusing specifically on the role of a Scrum Master. So we've covered a number of things in the last number of videos, and so in this video, I want to share some of the ways that Scrum Masters add value to the team. So, and I've been sharing a number of ways that Scrum Masters add value to the team, but I'll just continue on some of them just in case I've not touched on them. And just a little bit of disclosure. Everything I'm saying does not mean that these are the only ways that Scrum Masters can add value to the team. There are so many ways that Scrum Masters can add value to the team that I might not mention. But so these are just some, because there's a limit to the number of things I can cover in all these videos. You need very good imagination and hands-on experience to get better at these things. One other thing I want to mention is that, so some people might be wondering that I seem to have some experience in so many different areas, and I just want to put it out there. These experiences have come from me being hungry to learn, from me not saying, oh, that's not my role. So if I am a project manager and there is something that requires business analysis and I'm available, and a business analyst is not available, or a business analyst needs support, then I will be supporting. If I'm a business analyst and a Scrum Master is not available, and the Scrum Master or the Scrum team needs support, I'm jumping in there to support, even though I know nothing about it, but I believe that I can learn by doing. So I just want to encourage people, resist the urge to just focus on your role, because the pace of change these days, you cannot just say this is one thing that you want to do and just stick to it. You have to be T-shaped, as they say. So you can have a deep skill, then have a spread or across different skill sets or domains. So one of the other ways that Scrum Masters help teams to add value to teams is by helping them to focus. So once the sprint starts, it is expected that teams focus on the work that they need to do and are protected from external distractions, because team members could be getting pulled left, right, and center. So if a team member gets a message or an email or is being told to do something, the Scrum Master will be jumping in to say, can this be picked up some other time, or just maximize the flow of the team. So if it's a team that's developing software, there should be times when they're focusing. After the daily stand-up in the morning, or depending on the time zone that they are in, after the time for the daily stand-up, the rest of the day should largely be used to focus on what they need to do. Even if it's not software development, if it's designing, if it's developing a pack for business analysts, creating user journeys or user stories, just let people focus. Even if it's engaging with stakeholders, let people focus engaging with the stakeholders that they need to engage with, just for them to do the work that they need to do. And that's because there are various researches out there, so many of them out there, that have confirmed that when we switch tasks, when we context switch, we lose a lot of time. So when we're in a flow state and we move to something else and then we come back, it takes us time to get back into the state that we're in. As human beings, we cannot multitask. We're just switching very, very quickly. So as I'm speaking now, if I want to check my email, or if an email comes in and I get distracted, I might not be able to get back to my line of thoughts that I was saying while the email came in. So, and that's what the Scrum Master is there to protect. Things are coming in, the Scrum Master is kind of protecting and maximizing flow time for the team. Flow time is another metrics that's being used in Scrum or in Agile project management, and it's just making sure that lead times or wait times are reduced significantly. So for instance, I'm designing something and I need 3 people to approve it. So I design it for 2 hours, send it to the first person. The first person comes back after 24 hours. So that work has taken 26 hours. I designed it for 2 hours, approval 24 hours. I make the changes, send it to someone else, the second line of approval, and that takes another 24 hours. Maybe the changes I made another 2 hours. So something that should take 4 hours, or if we go to the third person, something that should take 6 hours is now taking 6 hours plus 24 times 3. Yeah. So it's taking 72 hours plus 6 hours. Can you see that? So as a Scrum Master, we should be trying to look for ways to reduce the wait times so that value can be delivered quicker. Does that make sense? So it could be software development. It could be anything. I've overshoot my time. I try to keep these videos between kind of like 4 to 6 minutes. I used to say 5 minutes, but I've extended it a little bit when I'm enjoying it. All right, then I'll leave it there and I'll see you on the other side. Cheers. Bye-bye.